What's up, YouTube? This is Versus Loco, the motherfucking Horde Cholo, and we're back at it again with another episode of the 7 Opinions of Death. That's right, folks, 7 Opinions of Death, new episode right now, and it is going to be my top 7 picks from Vinegar Syndrome. And these are going to be the ones that I own. I know that there's a few that I don't own. This is going to be straight Vinegar Syndrome too. This has nothing to do with VSA. This has nothing to do with VSP, VSU, VSL, any of that kind of stuff. None of the partner label stuff. This is all strictly just VS Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Okay. And again, just like everything else before, it is in no particular order, but we're going to dig right into this right now.
Jason and Kim Crystal with a pistol, chainsaw and I'm a
Here's Johnny. It's
Jason and Kim Crystal with a pistol, chainsaw and I'm a This is nutty. I'm Jason and Kim Crystal with a pistol, chainsaw and I'm a This is nutty. I'm Jason and Kim Crystal with a pistol, chainsaw and I'm a This is nutty. It's Michael.
All right, so first up with number 7, we have Deadly Games. This film right here is a 4K. It has a couple different names, so it's Deadly Games or Dial Code Santa, and then I believe there is a couple other names that Game Over is another one. Yeah, Deadly Games, 3615 code. There's a whole bunch of different names for this movie. But I have heard of this movie before this release, but I've never seen it before I got this one. And man, is this such a fun time, you know? It's almost like a Home Alone kind of horror movie. And I don't want to get that twisted because it's not like how Violent Night did and, you know, made these traps and they made them extremely gory to make it look like Home Alone, blah, blah, things like that. But it does have that very same vibe. I really love the aspects of the relationship with the kid and his grandfather. It's really cool and lovable. And the kid, he's just he's really relatable, what any little boy wants to be like, a little badass adventure kind of kid. And he's just protecting his house and his grandpa. And this is just a fucking awesome flick. Ever since I got this movie, there is never going to be a Christmas season that I go by without watching this movie now. This movie just has amazing Christmas vibes. Really good, really heartfelt movie as well. It's not for like the gorehounds out there, you know, it's not hella gory or nothing like that, but I'm a gorehound and I fucking love this movie. This one, you don't even need it in there. It works. It's just such a great story, such a fun time, and this is just an amazing release from Vinegar Syndrome. So yeah, that is number 7. Number 6, we have Grave Robbers. This is another one, you know, and this is the thing that I love about Vinegar Syndrome, is a lot of these movies I've never heard about. So yes, some of them are duds, and some of them are just, you know, fun to watch, but not a good movie. But then there's some of them that are hidden gems, you know, and this is definitely a hidden gem right here. This movie is a Spanish film, so you do have to read subtitles. So for the people out there that are lazy and don't want to read subtitles, sorry, this one may not be for you, but I can guarantee you that it is worth it. Basically, a group of kids go out there to the cemetery and they're robbing graves, and they're trying to get the jewels and everything they can from the dead bodies. And during that, they get a little bit greedy and find another place and go somewhere that they weren't supposed to go, end up finding an axe. This axe was to keep some satanic ritual devil or whatever dead forever. They end up moving it out, ends up awakening this demon, and motherfucker goes on a rampage. Cool, awesome atmospheric movie. Great gore in it, great story. All the acting is in it, has a lot of suspense with it too. It's not just like a straight up slasher. You know, there's, you know, the kids almost get caught by the cops and everything. It's just really, really, really cool movie. I fucking love this movie. I'm so glad that Vinegar Syndrome released it, because I feel like without them releasing it, I would have never watched it. And with that, you know, it is on my top 7 list of Vinegar Syndrome of all time. So yeah, awesome fucking stuff there. So next up, we have number 5, and we have Drop Dead Fred. Man, I used to watch this movie on the Betamax when I was a kid all the fucking time. I mean, I've been watching this movie since I was a very little kid, and I know there was some funny kind of things going on. I guess Severn was going to release it, and then I guess Vinegar Syndrome actually had the rights to it, so they were the ones that released it. Which, I mean, I don't really care who released it. I mean, I like Vinegar Syndrome more than Severn, but I still love Severn. So it's very awesome though that this thing got a Blu-ray release. Such a fun kids movie. It has that little bit of horror aspects to it, and that's why this one always kind of caught my attention. This was almost like one of those gateway horror movies for me, you know. So yeah, just such an awesome, fun, hilarious flick. Really love this movie. Really can't go wrong, you know. Awesome stuff. So number 4, we have Dead Heat. So this one also is going to be a 4K release. This is another one I've never even heard about before Vinegar Syndrome released it. And man, is this movie fucking fun. I mean, the special effects alone in this movie just keep me so fucking entertained. There's so much wacky stuff going on. It's like a comedy also, so it's like a comedy action crime thriller horror, you know. It has a little bit of everything, but it is very campy, it is very cheesy. The effects are extremely fun. This is another one that I feel like is like a hidden gem. Is it the greatest movie in the world, story wise, you know, being taken seriously? No, it is not, but I'm telling you, this is a fucking great time. I absolutely love this movie, and I had a blast with it, and to be honest, I'm looking forward to revisiting it again very soon. This one is awesome. Now, slipcover too, I have the glossy right there for the badge. Really fucking neat. I really love that slipcover. Awesome stuff. All right, so number 3, we have Demon Wind. This is the lenticular slip that kind of went pretty quickly, but Demon Wind is, for one, it's an awesome release because of that lenticular slip cover, but also, I mean, this is like, it's funny. I don't want to say the poor man's Evil Dead, because for one, Evil Dead was a very cheaply made movie, but at the same time, this one, you could tell that the story, did they really try that much? No. But with the effects, with the fog, with all these kind of things like that, I feel like they did a great job. Did they do as good as Evil Dead? Of course not. But it is extremely fun. It keeps you in it the whole time. I'm fully entertained by this movie all the way. I have a blast with this movie. And I know it kind of gets a lot of hate. Everybody says, oh, everybody just likes it because of the slipcover. But me, I enjoy this movie a lot. Lots of gore, lots of special effects, practical effects, really fucking awesome. Good atmosphere too. I like it, but it is highly influenced to Evil Dead. So if you like Evil Dead and you like cheaply made movies and stuff, I would say definitely give this one a try, because I had a blast with it. I think it's really fun. All right, and I didn't do this on purpose, but since we're on the lenticular cover thing, my number 2 is going to be Tammy and the T-Rex. This is another one. I had never even heard of this movie before it came out, and it has like big names in it too. Paul Walker and Denise Richards. It has it has Isaac from Children of the Corn. I mean, so many freaking familiar faces in here, and I'm just like, what the hell? And then kind of the big controversy with this thing too, I guess when it first came out and for its entirety of being out, they had to cut all the gore from it. So I really can't imagine this movie without gore. It would definitely not be entertaining at all. But watching it with the gore, which is the only time I've ever watched it, I was so fucking entertained with this. You know, the dinosaur, looking how it does. It literally, I don't know if anybody out there has ever been to one of those prehistoric kind of I don't know what the fuck they are. It's like in a convention center, and you go take your kids there, and there's all these dinosaur exhibits. And some of them are moving, some of them you could sit on top. It's literally one of those dinosaurs taken from that fucking thing. So it's an animatronic dinosaur, and he's over there controlling it, and ends up wanting to bring it to life, and uses this other kid's brain to have it think. And basically Denise Richards is his girlfriend and all this stuff, and she has to save him. It is an extremely silly concept, but it is a fun fucking movie. And I'll tell you what, my 5-year-old son, he asked to watch this movie all the time. We watched this movie together, and we both had a blast with it. I know that sounds bad because he's only 5, but you know, I had him close his eyes at certain parts and stuff like that. But he had a blast with this. I had a blast with this. I had a blast watching it with him. And we've actually watched this movie a few times, and I think it's extremely fun. So yes, Tammy and the T-Rex. And then number 1, I have Ticks. Ticks is another one. I've heard of this one, but I've never seen it until Vinegar Syndrome put it out. And they put it out too in this incredible edition. This slip box right here, then it opens up, then you have the slip cover inside, right there. That awesome artwork. And that right there, I don't even think this one have original cover art? Yes, it does. Never flipped that. So you guys are seeing it live on here. Flipping this for the original cover art. And actually, it is the cover art on the slipcover. So yeah, cool stuff here. This movie has Carlton in it, which his character is fucking hilarious because it is so funny to see Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air try to act like a gangster. It is the most hilarious thing that I feel like I've ever seen. But this movie has such awesome effects. Man, I mean, the creature effects of the ticks, the gore, the goo, the ooze, the eggs, everything in this movie is just so fucking entertaining. This is definitely top of the line when it comes to bug movies. And, you know, I don't feel like this is like a so bad it's good movie. I feel like this is actually a really top tier insect movie. And I know there's a lot of horror movies out there that are insect movies, and I've been actually watching quite a few recently. But this is definitely top tier on that list. Such a fun time, such great effects, such great gore. I mean, the story's okay. It's still actually pretty entertaining, to be honest. So yeah, I personally have a blast with this fucking movie. I'm so glad that they released it, and incredible that they gave it this much of a royal treatment right here. But you know, that's the beauty about Vinegar Syndrome. They give movies that you would never expect the biggest royal treatment. And again, are all of them amazing? No, some of them were actually shit. For me, I say some because I like them more than I don't like them. But again, I like bad movies sometimes, so that's just my opinion. But yeah, then they have some that are mediocre, and then they have hidden gems like this that you know, that they're able to release and give this amazing treatment to. So yeah, really fucking awesome. I love Vinegar Syndrome very much. So I thank you, Vinegar Syndrome, and for doing all these kind of amazing releases. Please keep it coming. Huge fan of you guys. So yeah. But everybody out there, I hope you enjoyed this new episode of the 7 Opinions of Death. Please be sure to like, comment down below. Let me know some ones if you think that I missed. Again, we're only going off of Vinegar Syndrome. Not VSA, not VSU, none of that stuff like that. So, you know, if you guys have any ones that you feel like I missed off of there, or ones you agree with me on, you know, let's start a conversation. Let's get things going. So yeah, appreciate all my supporters out there, man. And if you guys are new, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know every single time that I drop a video. And I got content coming. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Until next time, I'm out of here.